So we've been currently staying at an Airbnb, but I'm not sure if I like this one. Excuse my glass, because I'm in Texas, and people drive crazy, and your glass always getting hit with something. But I already had a crack in my glass, and then I get up this morning, and it seemed like it's cracked again. But yeah, we're in a nice neighborhood and everything. It's just that I'm not sure um if I like this particular Airbnb. Um because I told you guys we have been doing short-term rentals, so this is what we're doing. We were in a hotel, but hotels are way extremely more expensive than Airbnbs. I mean, if you have it like that, fine. But I don't think, even as being a member at one of the hotels, everything was still extremely expensive. So we ended up leaving and doing Airbnb first. Yeah. So I just went to go get some like some more groceries and stuff. It's freezing here in Texas, guys. Like, it's in the 20s. It's supposed to drop down to like 19 degrees later on tonight. So I just ran out. You see, it's like 26 degrees now. I ran out to get some more stuff, and so I won't have to come back out. I had to cancel my son's appointment. Um but yeah, I'm basically trying to start over. We've been doing this for like the last, I want to say, going on 4 months, probably 4 months, 3 or 4 months. And I haven't been able to find anything because my credit right now is trash, because of what happened with the eviction process. um this crack in my glass is really pissing me off, and you see how another crack started to develop. Like, this was already cracked. And I don't know, I think at my last apartments, like when they were cutting grass, I think something hit my windshield. They was claiming that I could have had a small crack at the bottom and it could have came up, but I don't think that's what happened, because I just came outside one day after dropping the kids off at school, and I had this big old crack in my glass just randomly. And then I get up this morning and I see this one. This one looked like it's gonna get bigger. I don't know if that's from, because the car was full of ice, hard ice this morning, so I don't know if that's what that's from. But I'm definitely gonna have to get a new windshield, as this is getting out of control. Yeah, it's really cold out here, and it keeps like, I don't know if it's drizzling, if it's like ice falling or whatever, but whatever it is, it keeps falling and it's already cold. And I don't even have my big coat, because a lot of our stuff is in storage. So I'm gonna have to go in storage and try to get some of my stuff out. But I'm just pulling up. I decided to run and get some more stuff. Um, See, they have ice all on the ground. I decided to run and get some more stuff. Ice on that car too. See the ice on my windshield? To get some more stuff before it got too late. Um, or too cold again, and maybe the ice, the roads would freeze over or something or whatever. But they brought out a lot of things in the store, like water. I usually get Walmart water. They didn't have that. They just had like a couple of cases of Dasani left. Like, everything was sold out. They literally cleaned the shelves. I don't know if they're afraid of what's going to happen. Because remember last time what happened in Texas with everybody power and stuff being off. I don't remember if that was 2020, 2021. I can't remember what year it was, 2019. But yeah, it took them forever to get people power back on. People like literally died and stuff. But anyway, so I have some groceries. I went to the Dollar Tree and stuff. We have a kitchen and everything, but their stove doesn't work now. I don't know if they purposely turned their stove off so people wouldn't use it. Because what I'm finding out about Airbnbs and renting your property out, it is not an easy task. Like, people are so ignorant. You can't even begin to imagine how many adults don't take care of the people property. Like, just come in here and straight trash people property. And then it makes it harder for the next guest that comes along, because they start doing stuff and not allowing you to use stuff. So I think they turned the stove off. They have like a gas stove, but we tried to use it like our first week here and it's not on. So I don't know what happened with that. Um, but we use whatever else we have. So I have to go in here and try to cook and stuff, fix them something to eat. And I have a crock pot, so I try to cook meals that's going to last upward to like 3 or 4 days, so I won't have to keep cooking over and over again. We have a big refrigerator and stuff. They don't even allow you to use the washer and dryer now because somebody messed that up. Like, they had to pay to have their washer and dryer fixed. Like, people are just so ignorant, like, literally. And this is a nice house and nice neighborhood, so I can't imagine like somebody coming in to pay them money to stay somewhere and messing up the people's stuff. Like, that's so, ooh, just, I have no words. But anyway, um, yeah, basically I'm starting over. And this is where we are. I'm going to try and see if I could, like, get into another Airbnb. It's nice. It could be, like, they could have cleaned better when I came in. I feel like they could have cleaned up a little bit better. But the home itself is pretty nice. I don't like the beds at all. They definitely need to upgrade. But the house itself is nice. They could do better with the bedding and the cleaning and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably be looking for somewhere else closer in the area that's just more, that to me, that the owners keep it up better, because it's a nice neighborhood and a nice house. But I feel like the owners could do more as far as cleaning. They need to upgrade the bedding, upgrade the beds themselves, pillows and stuff like that. Make sure the bathrooms are clean and everything. But yeah, this is where I am. And I'm not going to be able to go to work. I work far away. So I usually like schedule myself for work because I'm per diem. But not today. The weather's going to be too bad. And I have to drive like an hour away to work. And I keep this job because even though it's far, I could choose a closer hospital, but the hospitals that are closer to me have bad reviews. So I kind of choose not to. I just go to the one that I'm used of, and it's kind of farther away. So I don't think the next couple of days while it's freezing, I'll be going to work just because of that, just to stay safe. And because I have to drive a longer distance. And then I think the kids were out of school today, but I think that the schools are going to be closed tomorrow because it was really bad this morning. Like, people have like ice on their rooftops and stuff. So, yeah. Just trying to figure everything out. Just moving from day to day, doing stuff. Just hard at this age, being in this situation with my kids. I wouldn't have ever thought I would be in this situation with my kids at all. I cannot lie to you because I'm just so independent. And I feel like I blame myself. I'm my biggest critic. I blame myself because I feel like this is why I never depend on people, regardless of if it's family or anybody else. I just never depend on people because I never felt like I could. And because even if I was to depend on people, this is usually the outcome. Right? So I was falling short in my rent, and I managed to come up with, like, not at the same time, but when I went to court to do the appeals process and everything, I managed to come up with $1,600. So here in Texas, when you do a eviction appeal, you have to pay for it, the amount of rent. And a lot of people say that's not right because if a person is going through an eviction process, right, if they don't have the money, why would you make them pay for it however much the rent is when it's obviously they don't have the money because they're in the eviction process? But I was able to get the money, so I had $1,600, and I paid that forward to the eviction process. Um, or else, if you try to do an eviction, and you could go in a farm, you could fill out saying you don't have the money, whatever reasons, but by you not paying forward, the landlord could come back and try to put you out, right? So I did that, and then when we went to court again, I paid for the late fees and however much the rent was, right? So that added up together, it's almost like it was 3,000 and something dollars, almost $4,000. Okay. Um, and then at the last minute, when I agreed to the agreement to pay however much extra per month, like I said in the first video, it fell through. Like my mom didn't come through with the payment, even though I think the man was being anal, but it's their property, so they can make whatever, rules and regulations they want to. And the only thing I wanted was to keep my children stable for that moment, so I was willing to pay whatever just for that one time until I got back on my feet, because I had already paid forward, and she agreed to pay that amount of money, but she didn't come through, thinking these people wasn't playing with her. On a date that I was supposed to pay, I didn't pay it, so he was like, "Nah, you gotta go. You said you agreed to pay it on this date, you didn't do it, so you have to go." And who was I to argue with him, because I had agreed to pay it on that day? So like I said, I can't trust anybody, and I shouldn't have trusted her. But here we are, basically starting over. I have no clue, because like I said in the first video, I've never been through an eviction before, and I have no clue. I feel like I would have done better when I first came looking for housing. I wish I would have known better, and I probably would have purchased a home. I'm not saying the home buying process is easier, but with the money I had when I was looking for an apartment, I had enough for a down payment and everything. That probably would have been best for me, but I didn't really know. I was just trying to get my kids out of Louisiana, move, and just be done with it. But this is a learning process for me, and also just being a little bit more financially stable, even though I'm a single parent. um just being a little bit more financially stable, having more money saved up, and really not depending on people, because I feel like this is the outcome when you depend on people. And I feel like people like to kick you when you're down too, like especially when they feel like you need them. But I'm gonna go in, because I've been gone for a while, and see what's going on with the kids, cook some food, and get the rest of the day over with, basically. I hope you guys, wherever you are, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you're not freezing cold like we are here, and be safe, okay? Bye-bye.